99% of traders think that winning trades is exciting. They get a kick out of it. They get this rush, this satisfaction. The consistent trader or the calm trader is completely opposite. The calm trader actually feels nothing. Winning is the same as losing. And so in this video, I'm going to go through the key differences between the amateur emotional reactive trader and the professional calm sniper that is in full control. So make sure you watch this to the end because this is going to be a good one. So let's get started. So first of all, most likely you fall in this category, 99% of traders. And this is the reactive category, the sympathetic trader. So if you have ever gone into a trading session and you could feel your heart race or your chest starts to tighten, or perhaps you have shallow breathing, or you have tension in your shoulders, this is because your nervous system is in reactive mode. You're reacting to the market. And the thing is, 99% of traders have no idea about this. That's why they fail. Because when you're in this state, you're not even in flow, you're not even in alignment, you're all over the place. What happens usually is because you're in survival mode, your mind goes blank. And when it goes blank, you don't make good decisions. In trading, you get paid to make good decisions. Not to do more, but just to make better decisions. So when your mind goes blank, what happens is you're going to FOMO. You're going to fear missing out on trades because you can't wait for a pullback or a better entry. So you're going to FOMO and get into bad setups, or you're going to force setups. You may even hesitate because you could have just had a loss. You could have been backtesting your strategy and you think you know your strategy, and yet you hesitate when you take the trade. So you're unsure of yourself. And then if you take a loss, you get all emotional and your ego kicks in, and then that's going to cause you to go on a revenge tilt. And also, when your mind goes blank and you're not thinking clearly, more often than not, you're going to oversize and over leverage. If you're doing this repeatedly every week, you have to understand that this is a nervous system reaction. It's a problem with your subconscious programming, and it's a problem with your nervous system. And it's a simple fix. You have to fix it. The problem is most traders are clueless. They have no idea about this. So the identity shift happens when you can stop the FOMO, when you can stop forcing trades, when you don't hesitate, when you don't revenge trade anymore, when you don't over leverage. Because all of this is making you emotional and reactive. So basically, you're being blown around like a trader stuck at sea on a raft, drifting, and you're just getting crashed around by the waves. And so the identity shift is when you get rid of all of this and then you shift, and you know how to shift into the consistent trader. And the consistent trader is a trader that is calm, controlled, and collected. Every move is a calculated move. And so the calm trader understands their subconscious mind, their nervous system, and that they know how to regulate their nervous system into a parasympathetic state. You see, when you're in the parasympathetic state, that's when your prefrontal cortex works better. You can make better decisions, higher quality decisions. You're able to show up to the market and just be an observer. So you can just come, look, and not have the tight chest feeling and the stomach, the feeling in the stomach and your tense shoulders. You don't have any of that, and you just come and have a look at the market and not get tempted or induced into taking a trade. You can just be an observer. And more often than not, in trading, you're in observer mode. That's the sniper. Just waiting for the entry, being an observer, patient, calm, in control, and has a clear plan. It's all been laid out, and they're able to stick to the plan and follow it. Patience. There is no urgency. They do not react. This is what a calm trader does. You see, the market no longer controls you. You're not reacting and being controlled by the market. Instead, you control you. It's an internal, basically, it's an internal win. And this is the self-mastery that I teach with my students. This is the kind of work that you have to do if you want to level up and take your trading to the next level. This is what you would say the last final boss level, where trading becomes neutral. A win doesn't excite you, a loss doesn't bother you. You treat capital as it is. You don't over leverage, you don't risk too much, you don't blow accounts. You're just growing. And that is what a calm mind does. So you need to know exactly, and I teach this within the Inner Edge Pro to my students, how to get into flow, into a flow state before you trade, before you take any trade, before the market opens. You're already sitting there calm, in flow state, ready to respond and not react. And until you can master that, and that part of the equation matches with your subconscious programming and your identity shift, it all goes together. You have to have the right identity, you have to have the right subconscious programming, and you also need to have a nervous system that agrees and aligns with your identity. It doesn't freak out. It doesn't freak out at the point of execution, which is the most important point. And then also what happens after execution is equally important. Holding trades, dealing with drawdowns, taking a loss, not reacting to a loss, all of that is also important. So as a calm trader, your mind is clear. It's clean, clear, and it's sharp. You're basically dangerous. You become dangerous. You're a force to reckon with, and you become unstoppable. You're not being tossed about by the winds of the market and reacting all the time. So that is the place that you need to be if you want to succeed in trading this year. So if that is something that you want to work on, then of course check out the first link in the description. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, drop your comments below. Let me know what you're struggling with. If you're able to regulate whatever subconscious programming work you've ever done, what's working for you and what's not, let me know. But until the next video, you're on your own. Take care now. Goodbye.